Hello everybody, welcome back. We are going to be playing Ace Attorney again. So, we're going to continue right where we left off, which I believe today is the trial. So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we prove that the guy is not guilty of the crime. Oh my god, not Edgeworth again. Again. Prosecution. Is he like the only lawyer or something out there? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Yep. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. Okay. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Okay. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security leader that works at the studio was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate. See? Past that are the studios. Here it is, Studio 1. The scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. Studio 2? Why is Studio 2 just not ever talked about? Victim Jack Hammer, defendant Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. After lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day 5. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. Samurai spear was found lodged into the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Okay. I remember most of it. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court records. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. The question is, what did the security leader at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. See, Edgeworth? This is what happens when you get involved with bad people. Oh dear, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their name. Wendy Oldbag. Oh my god. Who has a last name Oldbag? Or is Wendy their last name because it's Japanese? Because, you know, in Japan it's last name then first name. I'm assuming that this is their last name. So call me Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. I kind of feel bad for Edgeworth now. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of murder. Wait, what? the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Okay. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I will had some errands to run that morning. Anyways, this is one when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by at 2 p.m. His Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, I arrived to the guard station at 1 p.m. Old Hammer and the rest of the dude with the pay up. Well, I had some errands running that morning. Anyways, it was one that I was at the main gate from then until 5. Murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. 2? You're sure? Who was there? Really, should have tried not to. Okay. Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Or, Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? When you're talking about this, the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Nia Old Ace Attorney. Miss Oldbag. Is this Mr. Power? Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that power. That's Powers, right? No, they can't. Even Edgeworth is like, oh my god. I wonder. True, Mr. Power does play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. Yes, you were born yesterday, it seems. No one in this course is accusing you of that, witness. That will call her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in the photo is Mr. Willpowers. Finally, some logic here. Knows the old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Dude, I would be like, dude, why are you surprised? Dude, why are you surprised? Please make it known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know that everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyways, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good evidence, pal. You didn't even give it a second look. Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. He's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Okay. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You can see he's dragging his leg clear as day. That's how. Huh? Oh, so he had sprained. Huh? Oh, Mr. Wright, you mean? Huh? Wait, what? Huh? Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run, that made no sense. Yes? Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at the picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured? Does seem like he was right in his foot. You can't trust me, whippersnapper. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? can't say. Look at that and say that. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem likely that it was Powers. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after much less than that. I'm dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. Wait. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? Wait, what? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in court records. Samurai spear updated in the court. Broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Okay, let me see this. Trip and fall? Yes. And to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai, what a laugh to make it. You helped me. Let's just skip over that part. Where was the assistant then? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle. You may continue your testimony. He sprained his ankle pretty bad. I think we've heard enough, haven't you, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. Witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will's Powers. I suppose you're right. Are you sure you're sure? That still makes no sense. How can you tell? You can't tell. Even if he's dragging an ankle, it could be someone who knows that he's injured and pretends. Wait and see what happens. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities. We have to agree that this photo shows us. Nowhere in the photos can you see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. Also, I wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. You have to consider that possibility too. Now, allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness please, or continue your testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Okay, there might be something. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. That's right, you may cross-examine the witness. But you weren't at your station at 1, so anybody could have literally went in. And they could have just deleted the logs. The time of poor Hammer's death was yes. No one else went there, and I would have seen them. Okay, let me see what evidence I have. Are you absolutely sure? What is this? Okay. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Else went there. I'm gonna press this question. Are you sure? The witness has anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, son. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Even Edgeworth, old windbag sure has balls for it. Well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? What about before you go to the guard station? That's what I wanted to ask. Before one. Why everyone was in the employee area before them, and I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. How do you know that? Huh? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see, Detective Donuts is sure. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I have no idea what to do with this. He's dragging one leg. The murder weapon and break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. If they had, I would have seen them. No one else went in there. The only person I saw. Okay, this is actually kind of hard. Let me try this again. Okay. No suspicion. No one else went there. I feel like this is a key detail. Why would everyone in the employee, okay, and I want, not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Wait, this... Are you sure? Okay, there's something I'm missing here. Here's the main gate. Couldn't they just jump over this, though? Realistically? Wait, this is actually kind of hard. If they had, I would have seen him. It's 2:30. The only person I saw go to the studio before them was Will Powers. to 15 at, okay. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I feel like there's a key detail. No one else went there. Jesus, I don't wanna... No one else went there. Wait. Can I see this? Okay, that is mended with duct tape. Right? Yeah, I see that. It's mended with duct tape. No one else went in there. they had, I would have seen them. Maybe I saw glitches. I'm actually kind of confused what I'm supposed to do for this one. No one else went there. I actually don't think I have the evidence. Wait. I unlocked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, they had, I would have seen them. There's... Wait. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quiet. Nobody's suspicious looking. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I actually have no clue. Jackhammer, right? Yes, that's true. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. I have no clue. I'm trying to think. I am trying to think. Oh, wait. She was dragging one leg, October. The only person I saw... I'm so confused. Let me see. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Okay, so, pretty sure, okay, this is useless, this is useless, this is useless, this is useless. There has to be this photo, right? I'm gonna try this. Hold on. Look at the photograph one more time. The photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studio, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. The very computer printed out this photo. Note on the very back of the photo printed the words, October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Oh. Why didn't I read it out? Wait, that means there's a photo number 1, right? That means someone... Wait, but couldn't that just been Jackhammer? Even I know that means... It means... Oh, actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit where at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? shouldn't this be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Oh my. Order. Oh my. Please tell what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. The evidence showed that not one but 2 people went to the studio that day, yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to the security later herself. First I saw that day was Will's Powers. Oh! But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Easy boy, help. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. So help you are, you're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than Steel Samurai? Or, well, yes, I suppose you put it that way. Wait, what? Dude, honestly, fire this lady. She's terrible at her job. Your testimony, please. Okay, I actually was able to do something. Jeez. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one important job to do. Guard through the photos, record them on the security computer, and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking. You see? Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. What? It's Oldbag. This is the first I've heard of this. Of course, Sonny, I just remembered it. Oh my god. Might be a useful tactic to remember for use. Well, who in the heck is was in the photo that you erased? Fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai's fanboys, if real freaks if you ask me. The information about the rehearsals from gosh who knows where. Raising out, one was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, you must know there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and well, that's where they come from. They come in through the drain? Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Wait. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass on the gate on the way to the studio that day. One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg, and the other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Boys see his type there every day, can't stop him, can't catch him. Boys 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy. Yeah. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? The boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. The court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider the information. And no foregoing vital information this time. Jesus. The ladies are terrible, Mr. Powers. Yes. Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it away. What? You should take better care of that stuff. Oh. So where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. You're only likely suspect right now, Nick. What are we gonna do? First, we need to play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that conceivably could have done this. I'll take this whole shot that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not very optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Oh god, this isn't looking good. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. Mr. Edgeworth, please present the prosecution's thought on the matter. The other person who went... Okay, the photo we do have may not be any hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict guilty for the defendant of Mr. Willpowers. Okay. Try your thoughts. The defendant disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order, interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Great, as if the stakes were high enough. So, wait, what? What's that? So who was this person that, other than Mr. Powers, that could have committed the murder? Definitely not the grade school boy. The assistant girl, the security lady. I think it's the security lady. I will not lie. I don't know, it just doesn't seem... I think it's the security lady. I'm going for her. Here's the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in the picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There's only... Oh yes, that is true. There's only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? That is true, and she's tall enough to also wear the suit. Order. This is true, Oldbag. Oldbag. That's Miss Oldbag to you. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Let's let the studio when the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simply Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, this isn't normal. What is he doing? Oh, so you don't think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't sit there and do something. Maybe I should... I'm just gonna press further, because the very same reasoning that Mr. Powers is a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's action on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings at all. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went into the studio? The boy. The one whose photos I erased. He's only grade schooler until you said. Second or third grade, was it? It doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man 10 seconds on time. Your thoughts, Mr. That boy's not the killer. Oh, yeah. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, Or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper. I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows that the boy could have not committed the murder? This thing, no? Your Honor. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. The very spear is shown here in the photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. We literally made. Do we not like establish this? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. Court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Oldbag. Something Oldbagger, sir. Your Honor. That is all. This court will be adjourned. Okay. Wait a second. I'm not gonna sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. I'm talking. What? Great. Stop the press as the windbag wants to talk. Oldbag. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? You admitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? What? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Wait, what? Oh my god. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said something they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. If you're going to go accusing me, I'm not gonna let them get away scot-free. What? Oh my god. What does she you could literally get perjury or something like this in court because she's been kind of lying. She's basically been lying. Oh, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Start your cross-examination. She's too wishy-washy. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio that day of the murder. Okay, I'm gonna press you right there. Who are these people? The directors and the producers for starter. The director? They should have known something was fishy. How could have they done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. Okay. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? It was a Studio 2? Look at the guy, man. Here it is. Ah, for the monkey head has fallen over. Mr. Wright, would you like to continue? Okay. I'm gonna continue. They had said they had nothing to do with it, you see. They told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. What? Oh, yeah, they'll get away scot-free. So they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. Oh, dang. I'm actually sorry. I'm feeling, yeah, I'm lost. My sentiments exactly. Oh, okay. Wait, I feel like Edgeworth and me are both double teaming. Okay, so I think... Okay, I think actually that was legitimately it. Take a break. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yes, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold this that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more evidence about the witness, Mrs. Oldbag, and more information about the... Okay, yeah. Dude, Edgeworth is pissed. This ends the day proceedings in the trial of Mr. Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, that was, interesting. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. What should I say? Sniff. We'll be going down to the studio to do more investigating. We'll have to find out more about this director producer. So, Nick, have we figured out just who is in the Steel Samurai costume? It's really been the Oldbag. What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Mr. No. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's her either. I don't think it was her, but it was good that we pressed her, because it forced her to reveal her cards. Someone had to be the bad guy to take the bit of pressure off Mr. Powers. Nope. Thanks guys. Okay, that's a good thing. It made sense, because honestly, she was not giving you any information, basically. Anyways. Day 2 investigation. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it right here, because this is a pretty good place to stop. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was definitely interesting. I should have probably realized that I could have just presented the photo. I didn't know it was called photo number 2. I didn't realize that little small detail, but I guess that's what, if you're an investigator, you should know. You should be able to realize that, but hey, it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and drop a like if you like this. Goodbye, everybody.